What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. So I had to come in quick on this one after seeing Martin Imard, the mercenary Bakole, weighed in. Just listen to the bars first off. This is the weigh-in, the unofficial weigh-in. Bars.
Do you weigh in for us now? As our unofficial weigh-in?
Of course, yeah.
Of course. Here we go. Let's go. Ooh. And it's not working. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 315 pounds on the dot.
So Bakole weighed in 315. Yeah, and the reason I'm doing this video is I had to backtrack on I had about 20-30 quid on Bakole. I've bottled it, but I'm like, yeah, there's no way I can sleep at night having 30 quid on this guy or any amount of coins on this guy weighing in 315 for history's sake. And he's been getting heavier. I almost feel like he's starting to believe the bars Andy Lee was putting out there. Oh, you don't get slower. I think he's buying into, obviously he's not been training, to be fair to him, so he would lose weight if he was in a proper camp. But if you look at how Martin Bakole's weights have gone up in recent times, he was around 250. Where are we? When he fought Hunter, he was 256. And then he starts going up around the Yoka fight, he was 275. Carlos Takam is 300 pounds, and Jared Anderson is 285. So it's like, now he's 315 and untrained. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm still half cooked. What I've done is I've put a tenner on Bakole in the first six at like 6-1, and then some coins on Joseph Parker, unanimous decision at 5-1. That's right. Bakole's gonna have, I'm not even sure the last 6 rounds. I think the first 4 rounds might be a good bet. In fact, I think I did a 5 on the first 4 rounds and a 5 on 1-6. He's gonna be proper goosed. Yeah, he's coming in £30 plus on his last fight, and he ain't done a lick of training. Here's the interview from. Fair play to him, man. He's getting paid a lot of money. He's a mercenary. I respect him, but if he pulls it off, this will be the. I said it yesterday. If Bakole pulls it off, I don't want to hear nothing. This is the greatest win in the whole of boxing history. No Ali, no George Foreman, no nothing. If he pulls this off, this will be the greatest win, bottom line, of all time. I'm not interested to hear nothing else about it. Yeah, the greatest win of all time it will be. I don't think it's likely though, unless he clips him in the first 4. He's got to come out like a steam train, man. 4 rounds, he's got to go in there for 4 rounds, tops. He might not even make it to 4 rounds, to be quite frank. He's got to go in there, head down, hands stuck to his head and just wade in. He can't be waiting like he was with Anderson. He knocked Anderson down in the first round. Obviously he's fit, so he was able to take his time. He's got to go in there, proper spark on it in the first, maybe not even 4. He might not even last 4 rounds. 3 rounds he's got at this weight. £30, people. That's 15 kilos on top of. He was all. Look how when he fought. What's his name? What's the guy's name I'm looking for? When he fought Anderson, he was already bulbous. Yeah, his belly's hanging over the not. You've seen it. And this is at 285. Yeah. In fact, is it £30? Yeah, it's £30. This is at 285. But you get the point. We know. I'm not lying to you. Yeah. Love handles, belly hanging over, 315. £30 on top of this. And I believe he was already slowing down in the last round, in round 5, when he stopped Anderson. Fair play to him if he pulls it off. And that's just the weight aspect. I've now got a leak here from Bakole talking about the circumstances. Here we go. Listen to the bars here. Bosh.
And they change the opponent, so just keep his mind and his head out. So I like that. Good, good attitude. I like.
Yeah. What was the journey like over from Congo?
Oh, beautiful, long journey, but there was no private jet because they supported me. Yeah. So I just take commercial flight.
So he says that, I'm not sure the word he said, but he said there was no private jet because of something. Now, people have speculated. I don't think it's right. People have speculated, oh, well, there's war in the Congo, or you can't get a private jet flight on short notice because you need the pilots. When you're flying over different airspaces, they need registration and whatnot. Now, there's a more commercial airport in Ethiopia, apparently. Could Turkey have done it? Man, Turkey's he's not a head of state, but he's got the pattern to the top head of state in Saudi. Are you telling me you couldn't have put a call in? Bosh. I'm saying in a plane, spark from here. Right. Spark from here to Congo. I don't know. Either way, he went commercial. Again, let me show you some things here. Dude's pushing his. He went 4 airports. He went from Congo to Ethiopia, Ethiopia to Dubai or something, and then Dubai to Saudi. And my man, he's pulling his own bag along and walking along. People, never mind competing. Me being in the airport, full stop, is long in the tooth, man. And I ain't got to do nothing at the end of it. 4 different changes and dirty, stinking commercial aeroplanes. He landed literally around 11 p.m. on Friday night, so he will only have been in Saudi for 24 hours. He's getting, I mean, fair play to him again. I salute him and Joseph Parker. If he pulls this off, I can't back him outside of 4 or 6 rounds. Really, probably 4 rounds. I can't. It'll be the first time in history. You can want it all you want. Bakole talks about that in a second. He says, I'm ready any place, anytime, anywhere. You can have that mentality, but in my experience and in my opinion, there's no amount of mentality. When you've not in shape, when you're 30 pounds heavier than your last Bolibus fight, and you haven't been in the gym, which is what you're about to hear here. And even if you've been in the gym, even if you've done a 10-week camp here, if you're out of the gym for 2 weeks, you're going back quick. And he says here he's been doing no training in the Congo at all. Now, the interviewer didn't ask him, how long have you been in the Congo for? He said he was training in the UK, he then went to the Congo. So if he's been in the Congo for a day or two, then that's alright. If he's been there any longer than 2 weeks, oops, he's going to have absolutely no gas. And even if, I believe he's been in the Congo longer than 2 weeks. Why? He's 315, right? If he was really doing 8, 12, 16-week camp with Billy Nelson in the UK, like some people are saying he had, and then he's just chipped there for a few days, how did he get to 315? Yeah? He's never been more than 300. So it tells me he's been doing not a lick of training, and he won't have no more than 4 to 6 rounds gas. Here's the bars anyway.
Here where I am.
Yeah. I have to ask you, Martin, obviously, you know, anyone stepping in on 48 hours notice, it's not the ideal preparation, but what has your training been like recently? You know, I know you was in Congo, but what has the training been like ahead of this?
No. I had like I'm fighting on May, so as a professional, so I was training normal, but not start a really camp because I was in the Congo for visiting family and see my president and otherwise to apply for the visa to America. So I wanted to go early and start my camp there.
Yeah.
So, but in the UK, I was training, normal, but not like I'm in the camp already.
Yeah.
So that's right.
But still, as you say, like prepared to give it all tomorrow.
Oh, of course, yeah. So I'm ready. Look, I'm a soldier, so I'm ready.
Yeah.
It's like a war starts, so I don't complain.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned there about.
He said he's a soldier, and when a war starts, he don't complain. So I do. His mentality. Listen, man, I can't back him past 6 rounds, but he pulls it off. My spirit's with him. I want him to win, but logically, I can't justify gambling, being biased towards him to win this fight. I can't do it. I can't do it. Bottom line. Anyway, there's another one here. The training situation in a bit more depth, I think.
The soldier boy. I'm in mission.
Wait at all. Where is it? This must be it here.
Replies, Danny Dubois. I said, coach, I'm in Congo. What do you think? I said, yeah. We sparred Parker. I think you can stop him. I said, like you say, you're a dad because I always respect my coach. Like you say, you're dad. You can take the fight. So he said, are you ready? I said, yeah, I'm ready. Let's take the fight. And he came back to me and said, the fight is on. And I packed my stuff and everything, and I was trying to get a private jet, but it's too late because they need authorization. So.
Oh, he said there, to be fair, he was trying to get private jet, but it was too late for authorization. So we can let Turkey off essentially, even as a head of state. It's when you're flying through probably 10 countries, to pattern it all up. You're dealing with government bureaucrats who are just sitting around. They need 72 hours, right, to check their emails. So. Turkey did try. Either way, though, people, the point is, if you're backing Bakole on this, I get the spiritual element. If the gambling game was about spiritual, I'd be backing him. But it's too much, man. You saw me initially, I was spark on it. Let's go with a Mandinga Bull. But at this point, come on, man. He's flying them 4 flights, 24 hours notice, essentially. He's only in Saudi for 24 hours. Never mind the jet lag. Never mind no training. Never mind plus 30 pounds. It'll be the greatest win of all time by miles. There won't be no other win close to this one if Bakole pulls it off. Bottom line, there will not be even a little bit of a win close to it. That's the end of it. I don't want to hear no more about it. Anyway.
And I'm here, commercial flight.
How was them 2 commercial flights? You're a big guy. Were you in business in both?
Yeah, I was in business, so no, I was like 8 hours. I always go to Congo. UK is 8 hours. I'm used to it. But this one's a big different because the way you land is the same day you fly. So let's see.
There's been conflicting reports. Have you been in camp? Have you been training in Congo? Spencer Brown's in an interview said you've been training for 8 weeks. What is the situation there, Martin?
Yeah, no, I was training in the UK, but not in Congo because I went to Congo for a short time. But in the UK, I was training already. The reason I was in the Congo is to apply for the visa. I was to go to America for long-term camps because I wanted this time. The last time I went for...
So apparently he was training in the UK. Now, we know he had a fight allegedly in May, so he's 3 months out. But he said in the other interview he's not in full camp yet, which explains why he's able to duck off to Congo. Into Congo and dipping back and whatnot. And Bakole said he went to the Congo to try and get a visa to train in the States where the Ajagba fight will be.
We coming.
So he really ain't in a real camp. And in fact, let's have a look here if we can find some evidence. Okay, so Bakole posted on the 20th of Feb that he's got a construction mall. So in Congo on the 20th of Feb. Is there anything later? Are you ready? Okay, maybe not. Maybe it was only a few days. I don't know. We can't tell at this point, people. Back to work. Okay, so maybe it was a few days. Maybe he has been in camp. Because we see here back to work on the 3rd of Feb. But listen, you could easily fit 2 weeks in there. You could easily fit 2 weeks in between the 3rd of Feb, the last time we knew he was in the UK, and the 20th of Feb. What's this one here? Again, we don't know how new these videos are, if they're old videos or whatever. Who knows, man? Hopefully, for his sake, he's only been out the gym for a few days to a week. Even that, though, but... the weight thing for me, he was, come on, the weight thing. But listen, I got him knocking Parker's block off in 6 rounds potentially. Yeah, I'm splitting it between my most likely outcomes are Parker boxing his head off over the distance, unanimous decision, or Bakole knocking his head right off. Yeah, I'd probably lean most likely Parker UD is what I'm thinking. Equally though, I found a little piece of a lick. You can bet on Bakole not to be knocked down. And that gives you a 1-to-1 return. So I've boshed some coins on that. Parker ain't knocking him down. He's too big, too strong. The shots will bounce off at 3:15. I think what you'll see is Bakole might look good for 4 rounds, 6 rounds, possibly. And the last 6, you'll see Bakole just standing there. But essentially just pure counter punching. But Parker will be faffing around in that and winning the fight on points for activity. But Parker will be scared to death to do anything serious. So Parker will win the last 6 rounds kind of thing. That's how I see it going. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Interesting times. Proper interesting times. Salute to both men. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one, people. Stop it.